Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, dude. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for Detroit, Reese Olson. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. One pitch and one out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Trey Turner in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a ground ball. A sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out later.
Brings it in. And that is that. The Tigers coming up. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Comerica Park. And on the hill for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Gleyber Torres, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. And a strike to Gleyber. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Spencer Torkelson. Next offer in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Singy, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. This one in the air center field. Crawford settles under this one. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, designated hitter.
Here's Riley Green. Green went deep in his most recent game. Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
And it's even up.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
On the ground is short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, but anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
That clips the corner.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
That's ball 2.
Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Third baseman, Justin.
Here's Justin Turner.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
On the ground to third, Jones. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the 2nd.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Nice grab to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Ball 1 there. Pitch misses. Ball 2. And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Strike 2. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Parker Meadows.
So now with one away and a man at second, Parker Meadows digs in now. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Yoan. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
The Tigers with a chance to score first here in the third and final game of the series. Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Runner around third. To the plate. Save. It's 2-zip.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
One out, the runner at second here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Baez around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Jahmai Jones stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. Out to short Turner. There's one. Throw to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Hey.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Three runs for him here, and they move ahead. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Tigers 3 and the Phillies nothing. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
It's been a long while. I got it on pin, a living bankrolling. I'm my own penny. I've been on 10 and I the whole team and all of that weight. You know it's on me. You know I got goals. You know what I see. Have all of that gold, a necklace around me. You say
Stott in his 5th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Ball 1. Ball, that's outside.
3-2 now.
Inside.
Here's a high chopper. Torres throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
0-1 now. This one in the air right field. And it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting ninth, catcher Tom Murphy.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now it's Tom Murphy.
Ball one.
Murphy matched a homer in his last game. And there's a base hit to left. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Center fielder Justin Crawford.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, left field. Dearland on his way over. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags at second.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Philadelphia shortstop Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. First time up, he grounded to third. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
Ball, that's in.
Inside. Ball two.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Harper waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Phillies leave a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Sanchez back to work. And the slider just misses. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. And now it's even up.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Ball.
That's the third. Turner. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher Dylan Dingler.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Ball one.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Ball! That pitch is out.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Swings over the top of that one. Set down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. It's now a 4-0 ball game. On to extra innings. Here's Bryce Harper at the dish. Top 5 in RBIs, and he's not slowing down, Siggy. Basically part of the grounds crew, the way he clears the bases.
Yeah, he's got that clutch gene, and apparently it comes with a very generous RBI bonus.
A 1 down. More ribbies than some teams in this league. Unbelievable production.
Yeah, he doesn't snack, he feasts, especially with ducks on the pond.
Ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The underhand flip, and that's a great play for the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. A nice feed and a nice play for the out.
2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Turner, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Ground ball up the middle, collected by Torres, and he beats it. He's safe.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Fought off foul. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Off the mark there. 2 and 1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's downstairs. 3 balls and a strike.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And a 3-1 on the way. Ground ball, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to this rubber match. A bit of a blowout at this point, but plenty of game left.
Comeback story on tap. Everyone loves some drama down the stretch. You win this one, you leave the park feeling like you accomplished something special. Yeah, Boog, and his confidence isn't an issue when he steps in the box. He expects to do some damage every time he's up.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So here's Baez now. One home run shy of 200 for his career.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
That's a ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Matt Pearley.
Ball.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're in front 4-0. Back at Comerica Park. And now for the Phillies, Brian De La Cruz.
You know, these Phils just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Missed with a changeup. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Catcher challenge, will take another look.
Catcher, Tom Murphy.
And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground, Jones. One away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Fouled off left side. The Tigers leading by 4. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball 1.
Stays alive. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball that's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult.
That one ripped right center field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here's Trey Turner.
Nope, outside.
Crawford at second with 2 down. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Got the bat going too soon and strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Strikes him out for the second time today. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And he swings over the top there. That one fouled hard the other way. And the 0-2.
Ball one.
That one missed. There's a swing and a drive. That's back.
Yeah.
And that one is
Terrible.
off the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just to
Comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Christopher Sanchez gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. So they turn to Lou Trevino. He last pitched 2 days ago. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, these Tigers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a ball line to center. Nice grab on the run. 1 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Whips it to first. Got the out.
Up next for the Tigers, designated hitter, Riley Green.
Ball, that's low.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. 2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. In the air to left center. Crawford on the move. He makes the grab. And that's the inning. So they work around the leadoff double. We're through 5. Tigers 4 and the Phillies nothing. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Friend took a girl to the podium. Other guys in here, I sodium. It's a lonely man, things ain't going as planned, but it's a real life.
So digging in, Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped on a line to center. One down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Tap foul at the plate.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 0-2.
Ball.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's JT at the dish. 1 for 2.
Ball, that's outside.
Turner, 41 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2006. Base knock center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Philadelphia, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Here's a rip to short, but there for the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast.
Now pitching for
Tanner
Philadelphia.
Banks takes over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Hey!
Smoked on the ground a second. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Tigers, First baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Nope.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Hit on the ground, might be two. One at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Seventh inning coming up. Tigers 4 and the Phillies 9. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Jackson Jobe.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Now he breaks his bat, and it goes just foul. In the air out to center, Meadows coming on, and there's one down. Foul ball. Yo, one. And a big swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Will Vest, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 0-2. This one driven. Deep center field. On its way. Home run. And they're chipping away. It's 4-1.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
One down. So here's Murphy now. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Ball one.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Ball two.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
2 down, nobody on. And that's too high, ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Trey Turner with a chance now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, the final. Chapter of this series is being written. Only fitting we have a close one.
Yeah, Boog, when you're trying to win a series, every moment feels amplified. Now it's about focus, composure, and finishing strong.
Jose Alvarado gets the call from the pen.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
Nope. That's inside.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 1-1.
Ball. Down.
Goes down on strikes here.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him off and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Outside. That's a ball.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing and a miss. And the count now even up. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. He's throwing fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Jones stands in now and watches strike one. Line drive to short and caught. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back. And arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kenley Jansen.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
One down. Foul ball there. Here's the 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Goes down looking.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach. When you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Ball one.
Oh, how many likes did
The 1-0.
1200? How many? 1200. 1200 so far. What do you think of that? Yeah. 1200 likes.
Jansen fires. That catches the corner.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Came out. 2 gone. Now it's Justin Turner.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Tigers 4 and the Phillies 1.
Now pitching for
Taiwan Walker will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. He's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's going to roll to the wall. And the bottom of the 8th starts with a double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to model. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses. The count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now, with one away, up now for the Tigers. Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again. Man at second.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher, Dylan Hayward.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1.
Right. I did.
That's a ball.
In the air, right field. And that'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back here in Detroit, all set to start the 9th in this one. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That is strike 2. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the
There you
bullpen.
go.
It's so hard to play catch-up.
Nope, he held back. And now 1-2. The Tigers trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Got him swinging for the K. Phillies have just 1 out remaining. So up next, Brian De La Cruz. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball in.
Chapman, multi-time All-Star, 38 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year.
Ball, that's just out.
This one in the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. The Tigers with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.